government being sincere. 2023, INEC received 313 billion from the federal government to conduct an election.
For
over 200, no, not for 200 million people is our general population. The voting bloc, in fact, the entire people who voted in that election were not up to 25 million.
Yes.
Because the person who won that election won with about 8 million votes.
Yes.
Now, INEC said out of this 313 million, we are keeping aside 117 billion, for the electronic technology that will be used for that election, the beavers and the electronic transmission of results. Now, somehow, INEC was even invited by the National Assembly, and INEC told the National Assembly, look, the National Assembly, the then rep speaker, Femi Gbajabiamila, who is chief of staff now, said, do we have enough broadband to power this electronic transmission of results? They called NCC and all of that. INEC said, look, we are not telling you to give us a law on something we have not already tried. We have done it in off-season selection in Edo and Ondo. We are only telling you to enact a bill to support what we are already doing. Now, fast forward, that bill was passed with a loophole that gave INEC the choice of choosing how to transmit those results. And now, INEC, on the same election day, both presidential and National Assembly, somehow the National Assembly results were transmitted in real time and the presidency was not. And the INEC chairman came out and told Nigerians gleefully that, look, we had a glitch. And that is why these results were not transmitted electronically. Icon. If we had leaders who are sincere in purpose and who really want the best for the country, even if it were not your party person who took over the reins of power from Buhari, committing 313 billion naira of taxpayer money to a person to carry out one assignment, and on the day of implementing it, it failed because you had a glitch. Icon, at the barest minimum, there should be an independent audit of that system. Somebody should look at it and say, Mr. Chairman, you should not have a glitch. There should be a back-end support for that system. If truly you were interested in exercising or carrying out free, fair, and credible election. But do you notice that somehow there is no talk about that? And today, as we are talking, the same person who had a glitch is still the INEC national chairman. Once you do not have sincerity of purpose on the part of the leaders, you would never, we will continue to merry-go-round and masquerade around this. They say, oh, we are doing coastal highway, we are doing this. We are supposed to be a democracy. We must have electoral reforms. Do you want to continue having elections where people are physically assaulted on election days? Is that what we are talking about, a democracy?
Let's touchlight what happened in the United States.
The question we will ask is, why are Nigerian politicians afraid of free and fair elections? We came close to it. There was an improvement from 2011 to 2015. Why was there no improvement between 2015 and 2023? Everything that we see and appreciate or celebrate in other parts of the world is outrightly possible in Nigeria. The day Nigerians together realize that the current political class, and in particular INEC, is the weapon fashioned against Nigeria, and we come together and ensure that this weapon does not prosper, the better for us, because what we are only rehearsing for is a replay of 2023 in 2027, which will now be on steroids if we allow them to go on.
Professor Wale, any of them want to hear from you. What would be your word of hope to Nigerians?
Do not give up on Nigeria. We cannot all run out of this country. Great nations are nations that were built by resilient people who, in spite of all the challenges, were determined to make a difference. It is possible. It is difficult, but it can be done. We must occupy our office of the citizens. We must continue to hold governments accountable and ensure that we build a society where every human being is treated with dignity, our rights are upheld and are taken seriously, and the welfare and the sanctity of life becomes our priority. Until then, please do not give up. Nigeria will be great because Nigeria has you and I.
Absolutely.